SEP accomplishments. I want to understand where we are in terms of electrification. So we started off with 19,000 unenergized sitios. Ngayon ang natitira 8,800. Tama? Yan ang natitira natin.
Yes,
for
Mr. Chair.
2026. And that will completely, tama ba? That will completely energize the entire Philippines. Itong 8,800.
Sitios lang to.
Yeah, sitio ba?
Yeah. Okay.
Kasi ang pag kinabit mo yung sitio, di mayroon ng kuryente doon. O iba pa yung household connection.
Iba pa siguro yung household connections, Mr. Chair, because this is a moving target. The sitios are moving target. Anyway, I think it's better that we submit the 5-year program of the total electrification. I mean, this is kind of misleading, I have to admit. Maybe just to present the budget utilization in terms of the prior years. We presented this one, but I would submit, Mr. Chair, to the office, the 5-year program starting 2023 of the total electrification, strategic total electrification roadmap.
Okay. But based on data, ang unelectrified na lang natin is 1.7 million households.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Because this is a moving target.
Yes, I agree, Mr. Chair.
Lumalaki yung population natin, especially in the countryside. So, lumalabas 1.7 million ang ating
Households, Mr. Chair.
no? Wala ba dito yan? Yung unelectrified? Tama ba yan? Tama yun, di ba?
Yung 1.7.
Oo, ito.
Nasa yan, ay actually nasa
Nasa briefer band. Nasa may
Asan na
presentation.
yung roadmap ng 5-year? Nandiyan ba sa'yo?
Okay. Ang gusto ko malaman, based on your estimates and your new programs, how much will it take to electrify this 1.7 million household? Based on your estimates,
We started at 69 billion last 2023. I believe it's only at 61 billion. 61 billion, Mr. Chair.
Ito yung aming estimates. This is based on your data, na your data, na ang natitira is 1.7. So, to electrify the 1.7, we need 61 billion.
61 billion, Mr. Chair.
And this is a combination of solar rooftops,
That's right, Mr. Chair.
electrification,
Sitio electrification, barangay line enhancement program, and the PVM, which is the solar home system.
alright, sige. Medyo malayo pa tayo. And then 61 billion yun, medyo mabigat yun. I have to admit, we have to program that. Okay. I'll go to an item, Administrator, in your budget. This is, we read in a COA report, meron pang 1.2 billion have remained to be unliquidated 1 to 5 years. And then on the same report, there have about 470 million subsidies that were released to 14 delinquent ECs, contrary to the special provision, GAA special provision, that subsidies can only be released to ECs that have fully liquidated. This is in the COA report that we, and these are the ECs.
Unfortunately, Mr. Chair, these are mostly in the BARM areas.
Mostly in the BARM. Yeah, nakita namin in the BARM.
Magelco, Siaselco, Lasureco, Tawelco, and Baselco.
Ito yung mga unliquidated, itong 1.2.
That's right, Mr. Chair.
Oo. I'm sure matatagal na ito.
Medyo matagal na, Mr. Chair.
Matatagal na ito. Oo. But ang concerning, admin, to be honest about it, itong 479 na nag-release ng subsidies to 14 delinquent ECs contrary to the special provision. Can you explain that?
Out of the 479, Mr. Chair, 208,487 were already liquidated. So there exists a balance only of 270 million that are still pending liquidation.
Ang punto dito, Administrator, how come we release, the special provision is very clear. Kung may delinquent ka, di ka pwedeng mag-release ng subsidies. Because again, it creates this bad precedent as well as bad habit of not liquidating. We're rewarding bad habits. No? So ito yung mga ECs na may delinquent. Again, this is from a COA report. No? So pinadala lang sa amin.
Actually, Mr. Chair, based on the record I have with me right now, most of which are calamity grants. These are emergency and resiliency fund. That's why in the special provision request we had is to allow the grant of the release of calamity resiliency funds to cooperatives because case in point, like what happened in Masbate right now. Imagine if they will be disqualified to receive emergency resiliency and calamity fund because of some pending liquidation of the Sitio Electrification project, and we will be going into the tune of 300, 400 million because the whole distribution backbone has to be restored. I mean, we will be punishing the residents of the provinces because of some mismanagement practices of the management of the co-op. And I believe, as administrator, I mean, it will just be fair and right that the release of the calamity and resiliency fund be treated on an emergency nature rather than as just a subsidy by itself.
We will consider that. We will study that. But it seems to me that logical naman siya dahil di naman nila kasalanan ng calamity. So, and they need help. So we can release calamity loans. But yung mga hindi naman tinamaan ng calamity pero nakapag-release kayo ng loans, meron bang ganyan? And then granted na tinamaan sila ng calamity. But the special provision is very strict na kung kung delinquent ka, huwag ka munang kumuha ng loans hanggang maayos mo yung iyong delinquency. No? That's the special provision that we included. No? So it's a direct violation of the special provision. No? Unless you have a legal basis that can defend your actions.
Mr. Chair, I don't think there was a one-time release on this. It was a series of releases.
Prior to this special provision or after the special provision?
During calamity situations, because most of them are, as per our record, these are all calamity funds. Odette, actually Odette, I mean, I wasn't still there. Mostly Odette ito, Mr. Chair, yung tumama sa Visayas and Mindanao na matindi. I mean, the cooperatives really needed help during that time. I mean, from Cebu to Bohol to Camiguin, I think, no? To Camiguin, I think, medyo matinding inabot nila ron. Actually, as per our records, these are all Typhoon Odette calamity funds involved. 90% of which.
Let's put our house in order. Again, we support the concept of helping calamity-stricken ECs. Di naman nila kasalanan, tinamaan sila, and they need to rebuild. And by helping the ECs, we're helping the people there. No? But let's be strict about the special provisions kasi these are laws. And we don't want a situation wherein laws are violated. If you think that we need to amend the special provision, we're very open to that.
Yeah, it's part of the wish list that we
will support your proposal. But in the absence of that, let's be mindful that these special provisions are aimed to create a orderly implementation of the
noted,
budget.
sir.
Yeah.
Noted, Mr. Chair. Actually, we are still enforcing, and we are still requiring them to submit liquidation documents to put this and settle this pending liquidation issues. Now.
Kasi these are basis sa COA report, it's na-release 2024. So these are just kalambang audit. Di ba audit is audit yata is 2020. When is typhoon audit? Not 2024.
Third tranche na yun, 2024, sir. Mr. Chair.
So marami siyang tranches.
Yes, it's a series of tranches yan, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Normally 3 tranches.
Was the special provision there na? I'm checking, but baka mas alam niyo pa.
I think the special provision only happened last year. But
Oo nga.
before that, we were allowed, NEA was allowed to release in tranches pending certificate of final inspection of sitio electrification projects.
Okay. I'm checking when this special provision came about. But definitely this special provision came about 2024.
Yeah.
No, and there were releases 2024, no. So may violation siya. Even though in tranches, the argument might be in tranches, but then again, we're not looking at tranches, we're looking at the releases.
So meron ng special provision. Mr. Chair, I would put things in order in NEA about this.
Okay, yeah, just be mindful of
Yeah,
that, no?
thank you,
Like
Mr.
I said, Administrator, if you think that we need to amend this, we need to
Yes, please, Mr. Chair.
tweak it. We're very open to that. We want to make sure that that NEA is responsive to the
Yeah.
needs of our
We have to,
constituents, no?
Mr. Chair.
Yeah, but wag tayong mag-violate ng special provision kundi magulo eh.
Yeah.
So I want to put...
I'll be mindful of that, Mr. Chair. I'll make sure that things will be in order as far as liquidation is concerned. On emergency and resiliency funds.
A better way is taasan yung e-surf eh. Kasi yung e-surf is really meant to, yung Electric Cooperatives Resiliency Fund.
Actually, Mr. Chair, 200 million lang,
Oo nga,
tapos
maliit.
subject to reimbursement, subject to replenishment, and just like right now, Typhoon Opong and the typhoon before that, there is a pending SURF application already Yung 200 million may pending application na on 3 other cooperatives at 80 million. So I'm left with 120 million na lang. But the ongoing Masbate cost of calamity restoration is already at almost at 400 million. So when I saw the administrator of the Office of Civil Defense in Bugosibu, I was really talking to him, Mr. Chair, and asking him, sana mabigyan mo ako ng speedy replenishment kasi ang lalaki ng mga replenishment at stake dito sa mga tinamaan.
E-surf pwede ma-replenish yan, no?
Yeah, nare-replenish naman, sir.
Pero but you compete with the other agencies.
That's true.
They get
That's
it
true.
from the NDRMC
Yeah,
fund.
Office of Civil Defense.
Oo. But typically, magkano naggagastos for Kasi yung e-surf is grant siya. Ang yung binibigay nyo na sa mga ECs, loan siya.
No,
Diba?
Mr. Chair, those are grants too.
Grant rin.
Grants too. Yeah.
Okay.
So ang nasa GAA is 200 million subject for replenishment. So it all depends on what kind of level of damage is suffered by a co-op. Minsan, I mean, just like in Masbate, I mean, 2 replenishments are needed to cover the materials used, and we are Masbate only loaned all these steel poles, conductors, and distribution transformers from the regional procurement hub for them to be able to restore immediately. That's why they were able to restore the backbone in less than 20 days. And now, in less than 30 days, they will be able to restore the whole province.
The ones you gave for Typhoon Odette, is that grant or loan?
Grant yun,
Grant
Mr.
rin
Chair.
siya.
Yes.
Grant rin siya.
Grant
Okay.
yan.